So we have a new friend, Julie, here this evening. Welcome. How is everyone feeling? Let's do a little check-in. Some of you have done this with me, some of you haven't. Just kind of take a minute to close your eyes. You're gonna give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, middle thumbs, jazz hands, however you're truly feeling, okay? How is your body feeling? Hold it for me. Okay, all right. How is your mind feeling? Interesting. Okay, all right, guys. So I love doing this. It helps me serve you better in this class, right? But it also gives you a moment to be honest with yourself, right? And it's all private. Everyone's eyes are closed. It's between you and me and yourself. So just take a moment to absorb whatever your answers were in this moment. And then we are going to start in a child's pose today with a block for the forehead to rest on. This week is third eye chakra, so I just want to get a bit of activation there. Now, if you're feeling really tight in the hips, you can grab that bolster to place it underneath your belly and have a softer resting point for the forehead. But if you're vibing that pressure right in between the eyebrows, use that block instead. Good. There we go. Perfect, Christian. And then probably turn it on the next highest setting. Yes, excellent. So we take as much time and as much space as we need to really get comfortable. To find that length in the spine as the hips become heavy towards the heels. Very nice. Give your arms permission to soften. Yes. Remember that child's pose is all about the spine, allowing it to be as long as possible so that your energy and your breath can freely flow up and down the length of your torso. Taking a moment here to notice how it feels to breathe. You probably haven't checked in with your breath all day long. So maybe it feels a little difficult to draw that breath deeply into the bottom of your lungs. Know that that is okay. You're not here to change anything. We're not here to control anything. We're just going to meet yourself where you are. Honor whatever you have arrived to your mat with today, and take the next hour to care for yourself. I'm going to give you about 10 more rounds of breath here. Option to find a little sway with the body left and right if movement is calling to you more than stillness. Good. Adjusting. Leaving the day in the past. Becoming present with what is right now. Maybe starting to draw the breath in a little deeper now. Elongate your exhales. Few more rounds of breath. Good. Last round. Very nice. Now I want you to very gently palm the mat with your hands, just so you can lift the upper body nice and slow away from that block. Take a moment to rebound, to notice how this child's pose has made you feel. Good. On an inhale, lift the hips up just a little bit, tuck these toes for me, and then let the weight of the hips sink back towards the heel to find a beautiful sole and foot stretch. We're pressing into the hands actively. I want you to ground the left hand a little closer to the center of your mat. Shoulders drawing down the rib cage. As you inhale, open and twist to the right. Gaze follows the right hand. And exhale, we close back to center. Good. Holding on to that toe stretch, grounding through the right hand as we inhale, opening to the left. Good. Exhale to close. Nice work. One more to each side. Big inhale, maybe taking the heart a little further in your twist. And exhale, close. One more for me. Big inhale. Opening to the left. Good, Kristen. Exhale, close. Here we go, guys. Take those hands a little further out in front of you so that you can untuck the toes gently and roll through the ankles. Get some blood flow back to the feet. Big breath here. As you exhale, press into the hands, ground the heels, and find your first downward facing dog. Now walk your feet to the edges of your mat, so a little wider than hips distance apart. Take a moment to bend through the right knee as you reach the left heel towards the earth. Inhale, coming up on tiptoes with both feet. Exhale, bend through the left knee, reaching right heel towards the earth. Shoulders are wide, chest is broad. Let's inhale up on tiptoes and switch back to that first side. Good. One more through center. And exhale. Good. Inhale up on tiptoes. Exhale, grounding both heels down into your down dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, bend through the knees generously as you walk the hands to the feet back of the mat for your first forward fold. Now heel toe the feet in just a little closer so that they're nice and directly under the hip line. Allowing the spine to decompress here. We're gonna inhale for a half lift. Let's just see how this feels today, guys. Good. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Two more. Big inhale for half lift. Perfect, Ashley. Keep the neck in line with the spine. Exhale, fold. One more big inhale, coming up to that flat back. So keep this here and then keep coming right there. And then keep the neck in line with the spine. Yes, exhale, fold, very good. Inhale to press into the feet as you reverse swan dive all the way up. There we go. Exhale, gentle hold of the fingertips. Just find a little dip towards the right and a dip towards the left. Nice, guys. One more time to each side. There we go. Good, Amber. Inhale, reaching those arms through center. Exhale, forward. Nice work, guys. Inhale for that half lift again. Exhale, fold. There we go. Inhale to walk the hands out. Drop the knees into your tabletop for me. Untuck the toes and take a moment to square up in your tabletop here. Now I want you to check in with the spine. So we're in neutral spine, meaning we're not dropped in the belly. We're also not rounded. We're right in the center so that if I put a cup of coffee on your back, hopefully it would stay there, right? And then let's flow through cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round. Good. 3 more on your own rhythm. Nice. Good. Beautiful. Just getting a little bit of movement into the spine. Last one of the traditional forwards and backwards. Good. And then let's get weird, guys. Organic cat and cow. Roll out the hips, roll out the head. Just move in a funky way that feels good to your body. Don't worry about what you look like, but I will offer that you like move through honey, right? So it's like you're filling up all of this space. Sometimes I like to picture like my whole body is a paintbrush. That's fun too. There we go. One more breath. Very nice. I want you to find stillness back in your tabletop. Inhale to send the right foot back, reach the leg long. Exhale, bringing that right leg up into your pigeon. Now you can keep this more active, my friends, if you've got the space and the energy today. Maybe you're up and really working on this stretch, or maybe you decide you need something more restorative and you come closer to the earth, even bending the back leg. This is your practice, your choice as to what will serve you the most. Once you find that shape that feels the best to your body, go within and take 5 rounds of breath. Nice, Christian. Good, everyone. Both of my carries, yes. There we go. You got it. Last couple rounds of breath. Good, Kristen. Nice, ease in the shoulders. You got it, bro. Good. On your next exhale, you are free to unwind from this however you see fit. Y'all know I love the roll and sit, but if you want something more active, maybe press to your downward dog. There's no right or wrong, only truth. There we go. Yes, Angela, look at those shoulders, girl. Yes, all right. Let's all come back to our downward dog. We're gonna take another sun salutation before we get into our pigeon on the other side. Very nice. This is looking so good, Amber. And then your next stop is gonna be the broaden. Yes. And then that's when we're gonna get into more rotation of the arms. But first thing, always have space between the ears and the shoulders. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, maybe take 1 or 2 steps or 1,000,000 steps up to the top of your mat. Top of your mat for your forward fold. Good job, Alice. Yes. Shake that head, yes and no. Yeah. Just be yourself for a second. Good. And then let's take our inhale to half lift. Check in with that long spine. Good. Exhale, fold. There we go. We've got 2 more. Big inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Big inhale. So squeeze here for me. Stick the heart out a little more. Perfect. Exhale, fold. Inhale to roll up slowly through the spine. Take 12 million years to do this. I want you to feel every single, slower, Kristen, every single little muscle stretch on your back body. Head is the very last thing to come up. Arms are dead weight. Your feet are heavy and rooted into the earth. You might get a little nerve twitchy. There we go. Eventually, when we reach the top, take that extra moment to notice everything drain down the back of the body. Good. 1 more breath. There we go, my loves. Inhale to reach your arms overhead. Take the gaze up to the ceiling. I want you to exhale, open twist to the right. So I'm going to turn around, right. Now, left hand wraps around your chest and rests on your right shoulder. The right arm rests at your low back. There we go. Yes, very good. So a gentle twist here, maybe taking that gaze over the right shoulder, but energetically keeping the right hip point pulling forward. Good. Inhale 1 more time. Exhale to unwind. Good. Arms open. Give them a shake. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open twist to the left. Good. Finding the shoulders heavy and then wrapping that right arm across the chest. Left arm goes to lower back. Now lengthen through the neck. Gaze goes over that left shoulder. There we go. 1 more breath. Exhale, unwind. Good job, my friends. Take a moment just to wiggle. Very nice. We're gonna flow back down. So top of the mat, big inhale to reach and lift that gaze. Exhale, dive. Forward fold all the way down. Good. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. That's good. Yes. Ground the hands. Inhale to step your feet back to a high plank. There we go, my loves. Exhale, lower your knees, but hold on to your lower abs. There we go. And then elbows point backwards as you lower the rest of your body in one piece down to the earth. You can move your blocks out of the way. There we go. And then just take 5 rounds of breath to be on your belly. Love the grasshopper arms for a little cervical spine stretch. Forehead is grounded, neck is relaxed. Don't you worry, I've got something active coming. Just be for a second. Couple more rounds of breath. Last one. Now, you can choose to remain in belly time just as you are. Or if you like a little more active movement, you can follow along with what's coming next. I want you to ground your hands right underneath your shoulders. Forehead is on the earth. Now, clasp your hands behind your low back. Lengthen through the elbows. I want you to inhale, pressing into the pubic bone and into the tops of the feet as you lift just the upper body. Good. Exhale, lower. Keeping the hands clasped, you're going to ground the forehead, but then inhale to lift just the legs. They're nice and long and straight. And then you exhale to lower. Good. Now we're going to inhale to lift both the head and the legs, actively pulling those interlaced fingers towards the feet. Inner thighs are energetically squeezing together. Big breath. And with control, releasing those fingers, and then the top and the bottom of the body hit the ground at the same time. Good. 2 rounds of breath to rebound. There we go. When you're ready, grounding the hands underneath the shoulders once again. And then just press up through your tabletop. Don't worry about it being like technically correct. Yeah, just take a moment to wiggle. Maybe shifting forwards and backwards, rolling out the neck a bit, or swaying the hips side to side. Good. I don't think we did the pigeon on the other side yet, so let's go ahead and do that. So squaring up here in our tabletop. Inhale, reaching left toes long behind you. Good. Exhale, bringing that left leg up for your pigeon. Remembering that you have options, my friends, depending on what this side is asking for. Maybe you're upright and active, working on sinking that pubic bone down to the earth. Maybe you need something a little more cushy and you bend into more of a deer shape. Rolling on the outside of the left hip and letting the upper body be relaxed. Yes. Whatever you do, make sure that you're not pushing yourself in a negative way. We have to figure out for us personally, what is too much and what is it just that my body is trying to get me to wiggle out of, right? There should never be pain, but we can work with a little bit of mental discomfort, right? Yeah. 3 more rounds of breath here. Last round. Very nice. On your next exhale, you are free to choose how you want to unwind out of this. And maybe it's different than what you did on the first side, and that is okay. Yeah, I'll give you about 2 to 3 rounds of breath just to wiggle and be yourself. Give it a little massage. One more round of breath. There you go, Kristen, and then drop those shoulders in the side a little more. Yes, that's the curl. Press into the pointer finger and thumb. Yes. All right, my friends. So let's take 2 more sun salutations just to cleanse the body. And then I'm going to bring you onto your spine and kind of cool it down before we get ready for our meditation. So I'll meet you in downward facing dog. I want you to really think about not being able to move without the breath. Another way of saying that is syncing the breath and the movement. So let's take a cleansing breath together in through the nose. Open the mouth and let something go. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Now, as you find your next inhale, lift into that flat back, half lift. Neck is in line with the spine. Tuck the chin a little bit, Kristen. Yes, yes. Chin down. Yes. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Go through that flat back. Stand all the way up the hips. There we go. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold again. Very nice, everyone. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. Much better with the neck, everyone. Grounding through the hands. Inhale, stepping back to your high plank. Belly button is strong. Pull to the spine. You're actively pressing the earth away. Exhale, controlling as you lower those knees. That's right. And then lower in one piece down to the belly. Very good, my loves. Forehead is grounded. And then we inhale to lift for that cobra or baby cobra. Now make sure that that neck is still in line with the spine. Lift your heart. Use your lower back muscles. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale to press through your tabletop, nice and smooth. Tuck those toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, top of your mat for your forward fold. Inhale for half lift. Belly is strong, spine is long. Yes. Exhale, fold. You guys got this. Good job. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Standing up at the hip. There we go. And then let's take a little baby back bend as we pull prayer hands to heart center. Open. Good. Inhale, reach up, stack the spine. Open and dive. Exhale, fold. Good work with the breath and high-fiving your neighbors. I love it. Inhale for half lift. Gotta coordinate. Yeah. Exhale, fold. Good. Grounding those hands. Inhale, take the feet back to high plank. Remember, you're pressing everything away from the earth. Exhale, lower your knees. And then lower the rest of your body in one piece down to the earth. Inhale, sliding your forearms onto the ground so that your elbow points are underneath your shoulders as you lift the upper body into Sphinx. Yes, there we go. And then just drop your head as you exhale and find some knuckles. Yeah. But if you keep the arms active, my friends, you're gonna get more out of these neck rolls. So it's like we're in Egypt, right? We're one of those things, and then we roll. Yeah, good. Remembering to slow down your roll. We're always like, oh, stretch, yes, right? And that's cool. But there's more in there if you just slow down a little bit and listen a little more closely. Yes, Christine, that's what I'm talking about. 2 more rounds of breath here. See? On your next exhale, letting that go. And only as you feel ready, you'll press through your tabletop and take a moment in your child's. Maybe returning that block underneath your forehead for that additional pressure on the third eye, if that felt good before. Or maybe now that your body is a little more open, a different set of support is needed. Appreciate the sensations that are running through your body. There you go, Tracy. Yeah, take more of a puppy. There you go. Two more rounds of breath here. Good. Very nice. One more round. And on your next exhale, you're free to unwind from this for just a moment. Your next stop is going to be to lay on your spine with a block or your bolster close to you, but there's no rush to get there, my friends. Take all the wiggles you need in between. Maybe you gotta rub your face a little bit, right? Grab a sip of water. Here we go. Organic time is probably the most, what's the word I'm searching for? It's just super beneficial. And I can't give it to you. And that's almost the most beautiful thing about it. You get to move within your own human shell, moving that energy all around in your body. There we go. Very nice work. All right, guys. So I've just got a little, one more-ish thing for you. So we're gonna take like a supported bridge, but you can do this with the block or the bolster. Obviously the block is gonna be a little more intense in terms of sensation because it's denser, but the bolster is lovely as well. So ground the soles of the feet for me, and then know which item you're gonna be putting underneath your sacrum. Then press into your feet to lift your hips and place either that block or the bolster. And I've been thinking about how to help you guys place it properly. I am gonna take away my reference of doing it at the tip of the tailbone. It really needs to be the sacrum, right? The back of the pelvis. So in between the tailbone and the lower back. There we go. Beautiful. Give your weight to whatever is beneath you. Let your arms open, soften, palms face the sky. And maybe this is enough. If you're happy here, remain as you are. Otherwise, draw one knee into the chest and then the other. I just want you to feel that little gravity balance. Yeah, you shouldn't need your arms. There's just this nice little point where it all stays exactly as it should. Good. On an exhale, lengthen both legs up towards the sky. Roll out your ankles, crunch your toes. If you're feeling really fancy, you can open into a straddle, getting a little inner thigh groin stretch. Easy does it. And then you get to foot high five your neighbor, which is super fun. There we go. Yeah. All right, my loves. So draw the right knee into chest, but then let the long left leg reach to your mat towards me. Yes, feel that generous stretch on the front of the hip flexor. So the left foot can be touching the ground if you've got the space. You can gently hold the right knee if that helps with any balance or anything like that. But making sure that no tension is creeping into the neck and shoulders. One more breath here. As you exhale, you're just going to switch the shape. So left knee comes in towards chest, right leg goes long. Big sensation on the front of the right hip flexor. Know that you can have a gentle bend in the right knee. We are not here to force. We are not here to push in a negative way. Use your breath instead to create space in the connective tissues. One more. And then exhale, start to unwind. Maybe taking any little wiggles here on this block. Or bolster, sorry. There we go. And then when you're ready to start unwinding from this, maybe you decide that you like how this feels and you stay right here. But if you do want to come out of this, you'll ground the soles of the feet to lift the hips once again, gently remove whatever apparatus is beneath you. And very mindfully return your spine and sacrum back to the earth. Good. Now, wherever you are, my friends, it is time for final wiggles. So just taking any movements that are calling to you before I start to lead you in to our guided meditation. I really appreciate you guys working with me. I did make that a bit more Hatha inspired, but I think it was needed. Yeah. A little bit of heat is very cleansing and healing sometimes. And then if you want to take it a step further, we can go closer on top of you. Yeah. Yeah. These new bolsters are a lot weightier, so they're nice. All right, guys. You've got about 3 more rounds of breath to land wherever you are most happy. Finding a bit of stillness. And turning the attention back to your breath. Remember that your entire body should be loose and at peace. Every single muscle should be relaxing. Good. We will begin our guided meditation at this time. So beginning with the breath, feeling it flow easily into the lungs and feeling it flow easily out of the lungs. I want you to connect to your third eye chakra. As your eyes remain closed, rolling the gaze in and up, activating your intuition and your perception. Maybe noticing a beautiful color of purple disperse from your third eye in and out with your breath. It's traveling all over your body. Now that you are fully settled, we're going to take a little journey. Feel your energy leave your body and drift away into the outside universe. Your energy is headed toward your perfect happy place. This space can be whatever and wherever you want it to be. So start painting that picture in your mind's eye. Where do you feel most at peace? Are you outside or inside? What is the temperature of your happy place? What are the textures of the items or the quality of the airspace in this place? Once you see it clearly in your mind's eye, see your energetic self stepping into that world. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, allow this happy place to fully encompass your entire body, your entire being, your entire energetic self. This is your safe place where you can dream, where you can unwind and just be you. Maybe you decide to take a seat and just enjoy stillness in this space. Or maybe you move about it, kind of dancing, twirling and enjoying your happy place. All the while, your third eye chakra, this beautiful, rich purple color, is all around you and is flowing through you. Be in this place and enjoy. I'll bring you back when it's time. welcome there. I'm letting go. I'll rebirth now. Oh, rebirth now. I'll rebirth now. Rebirth now. My throat is open, my voice is free. Start to take in your happy place, in your mind's eye. Take one more breath there. And then start to let your energetic self leave your happy place. Travel through space and time to come back into this studio and land in your human vessel. Breathe in and out. Re-entering with gentle ease and care. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently coming back into your body. And then knowing that we've got about 5 to 7 more rounds of breath to rest. So maybe you choose a new shape, maybe you remain as you are. Maybe you find a fetal on one side. But just take a little bit longer to rest. Just breathing in and out smoothly and gently. Two more rounds of breath wherever you are. And only as you feel ready, you can begin to peel yourself away from the earth. You can also choose to ignore me and just remain laying down. All of these things are good choices. If you do decide to become upright, my offering is that you keep your eyes closed and return to rolling that gaze in and up, creating pressure on the third eye chakra. I'm going to close with the Sikh's quote. Do not seek, do not search, do not ask or knock, do not demand. Relax. If you relax, it comes. If you relax, it is there. If you relax, you start vibrating with it. If you'd like, join me with prayer hands at heart center. Thank yourself for your amazing practice this evening. Thank you so much for trusting me to guide you. Let's all take another breath in together. And as we exhale, we'll bow and say namaste. Namaste, my loves, beautiful. Be easy as you come back, no need to rush. You have all the time and space to re-enter as you see fit.